Greg Biffle, you had a great race going at Phoenix, the Checkered Auto Parts 500. You dominated all day long, but Kyle Busch snuck up on you at the end.
Yeah, he did. It was, just a little bit too loose to get the throttle down, and getting down in the corner, I couldn't quite keep it on the white line to keep Kyle behind me, and that's really what I need to do. Stay right on the bottom, not give him an opportunity to get inside, and, if I had to do it over again, just keep it right on that white line. Maybe just be a little easier with the throttle coming up off the corner and not be able to hold him off.
Well, I can tell you what, you're a good driver. If you couldn't get it done that day, then nobody can. But, hey, Greg, they might be able to do it. We're going to give you a chance to change history. With 3 laps to go, we're going to put you in Greg Biffle's car and see if you can win the race. EA Sports is in the game.
One more spot to go. Stay focused. Number 5, inside side, Watkins. Busch just got to run low. Both sides clear. I give you an A+ on that one, buddy. That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.
Casey, at the MB&A Bass Pro Shops 500 at Atlanta, you had a strong car. Going into turn 3, though, a couple guys took you out. What happened?
It looked like Reed Sorensen got nervous and spun himself out, and I had nowhere to go but run into him at that point. So just disappointing at that point for our Dodge dealer's car.
Now, that's always been a strong track for you. It damaged the car, ruined your day. What do you think? Do you think these guys can make it through the accident?
I think some of them may be able to. I don't know. I wasn't good enough to do it, but let's see if you guys can. I think you can.
Okay, Casey says he thinks you can do it. So let's recreate history. Here's your challenge. Get in Casey's car, going down the back straightaway at Atlanta. See if you can avoid the accident and make it around to the start-finish line. EA Sports, it's in the game. Kyle Busch, you go on to win your second race at Phoenix in the Checkered Auto Parts 500. It was a big win. Tell us about it.
Well, it was one of those deals where you come down, I got 2 laps down in that race, but it came down to the end with 2 drivers and 2 great race cars, and Greg Biffle and myself, we just battled it out all the way to the finish, and, we ended up getting our second win that day, which was pretty awesome.
But you had to miss a really big wreck in the race, a spinning Scott Riggs. It was just smoke everywhere. How did you miss that wreck?
It was one of those deals where it was just a little bit in front of me, and it was quick enough where Scott kind of got out of the way, where I was just able to juke to the right a little bit and get on past him. So it was narrowly escaping a wreck there in order to make it to the finish, but in order to make it to my battle with Biffle, of course. But you know, that was pretty cool as well too, just being able to keep our nose clean all day and stay out of trouble.
Kyle Busch is definitely a two-time NASCAR Nextel Cup winner, but he had to miss that wreck to go on and win the race. Now, can you do what Kyle Busch did? Can you be as good as him? We're going to give you the, man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try, because when I get this game, I'm going to do what you did.
All right.
Can you do it? Can you miss a spinning Scott Riggs and make it back to the start-finish line? I want to be like you.
I hear you.
EA Sports, it's in the game. Jeff Gordon at Darlington, you've had an incredible amount of success. You've won 5 Southern 500s, but you also have got a total of 6 wins there. Now, the Dodge Charger 500, it was a showdown in the pits. Tell us about that last race.
Yeah, you know, some guys stayed out, some guys took 2 tires. We chose to take 4 tires, and you know, at Darlington, you think 4 tires are always going to win, but with a green-white checkered finish, and with there actually being cars that stayed out, we weren't able to pull it off with the 4 tires. Had the speed, just couldn't get the positioning fast enough on the restart. So, you know, I guess looking back on it, maybe we should have taken 2 tires.
Well, you know what? You're looking back on it, but we're going to let them do it. Now, can you change history again? We're going to put you in the 4-time champ's car. We're going to put 2 tires on you. We're going to give you a green-white checkered. Can you put Jeff Gordon in Victory Lane for a 7th time at Darlington? EA Sports, it's in the game. Dale Jr. in the USG Sheetrock 400 Chicago, you took on 2 tires to win the race in dramatic fashion. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we had to take 2 tires on a late caution and put ourselves in position to win. Matt Kenseth came on at the end with 4 brand new tires, and I was driving that thing as hard as I could to stay out in front.
Junior, the car was wiggling. You looked loose. Do you have to drive the car that hard with only 2 tires?
Absolutely. With the wind on the line and 4 tires coming behind you, you got to go.
Okay, can you be like Junior? Can you only put 2 tires on and drive that car as hard and as loose as his was? All right, here we go. That's the scenario. Try to hang on to the win. EA Sports, it's in the game. Greg Biffle, the UAW Ford 500 at Talladega is always a nail biter. You never know if you're going to make it through the race or not. Unfortunately, you get involved in a wreck.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it was, making that right decision right when the wreck starts. Do you go to the bottom? Do you go to the top? Do you get on the brakes? It's so tough in the big wreck, which way to go and try and keep your car, try and keep all the fenders on it.
And every time we go to Talladega, we always say, are we going to make it through the big one? Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You got a 50-50 chance. Now, we're going to give you another chance, the player, to get in Greg Biffle's car, lined up behind Ryan Newman, make it through the wreck, come around to the start-finish line. EA Sports, it's in the game. Starling last year at Lowe's Motor Speedway for the Coke 600. NASCAR assesses you a penalty for avoiding a wreck. Puts you in the back of the pack, but tell us about that.
Well, three guys got tired of coming off 4 on the green, and I was behind them, and only place goes down pit road. Went down pit road, probably entered at 160, and I went out the end at 90, and lost 4 or 5 spots, and still got penalized for speeding on pit road. So that was it. And then they got us slapped down, and then got caught up in another wreck, entered the night.
So what happens? You're running good, get you in the back of the pack, and then Casey Mears and Martin Truex get in a wreck, and inevitably they end your night. Tell us about trying to avoid that wreck.
Yeah, I seen them getting in. That's the track had been the part where Casey got loose wasn't the ground part, and he got loose up under Martin, and they got all crossed up. And I thought I had it cleared. I seen Casey going up toward the fence, and you see the rear wheel start spinning. He's in the gas trying to drive it off the wall, and I said, this ain't gonna be good.
It wasn't good. Now listen, everybody likes Sterling Marlin, and we want to end his day at Lowe's Motor Speedway on a better note. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put you in Sterling's car. We're gonna give you 2 laps to pick up 5 spots. Can you change history? Can you make Sterling Marlin's day better? EA Sports, it's in the game. Mayfield in the GFS Marketplace 400. You won the race, but it was very exciting at the end. You won on fuel mileage and wore out tires.
That's what it's all about, Kenny. You got to, sometimes you got to gamble and take that chance, and we did that day, and we're able to come home as a winner.
But, Jeremy, you put yourself in position. If you would have been running 30th, you couldn't have done that. So you had a good car.
Yeah, it was a decent car, and you still had to maintain the lead after you got there, so we were able to do that. But it took all day to get there and to get to that point, and also took the right strategy. It had to come down right at the last 52 laps of the race to be able to be in a position to do that. So everything worked out good for us that day.
All right, Jeremy. Well, Michigan is a place that has won on fuel mileage, but not won on wore-out tires. Can you be like the winner, Jeremy Mayfield? Can you win with 3 laps to go, wore-out tires, and no fuel? Can you make it to the end? EA Sports is in the game. Jeff Gordon last year at Watkins Glen, the Sirius satellite race at the Glen. It was a hard one for you. You were running so strong, running in second, but you had a left front tire go down. Tell us about getting to pit road with that tire.
Well, obviously when you cut a tire, you don't want to tear up the fender. You want to get to pit road as fast as you can, but if you tear up the fender, your day is done. So, I was just trying to limp my way back there and not lose too many positions. And, I love the road courses. We always have a lot of fun, and we just didn't have a whole lot of luck last year on the road courses. So, I made it back there best I could, but I don't know, it may have cost us the chase.
Now, he got back to pit road and lost a lot of spots, which inevitably kept Jeff out of the race for the chase. We're going to give you an opportunity to change history. We're going to put you in Jeff Gordon's car. You are only allowed to lose 10 spots before you get to pit road. Can you do it? Can you help Jeff Gordon change history and make the race for the chase? EA Sports is in the game.
Coming up
Dale Jr., you've always been strong at Daytona. The Pepsi 400, you really had to avoid a big wreck coming down the tri-oval. Tell us about that.
Yeah, cars were going everywhere, and we took off down pit road looking for the cleanest piece of real estate, and that was it.
Okay, well, Dale Jr. did it. See if you can do it. Now, he came back to finish third in the Pepsi 400. Here's your scenario. Come off a turn 4, down the front tri-oval, without going down pit road. Can you miss the wreck and make it all the way back around to the start-finish line? EA Sports, it's in the game. Jeff Burton, you started 24th at Bristol for the Sharpie 500, had an incredible run, finished second to Matt Kenseth. It was a really good night for you.
It was a good night. He had the best car that night. We had a shot at him at the end. Didn't quite make it happen, but put ourselves in position, and that's all you can ask for.
Okay, Jeff, we're going to give the player a chance to change history. We're going to put him in your car and give him another shot to pass Matt Kenseth and go on for the win. You think they can do it, Jeff?
I think they can do it.
We believe in you. EA Sports, it's in the game. Tony Stewart, you win the All-State 400 at the Brickyard. It was an incredible win at your hometown.
Yeah, it really was. It was a lifelong dream of mine to win at my home track, and whether it was in an Indy car or a stock car, it didn't matter to me. But it was definitely the biggest day of my life, and much like earlier in the season where Casey Kane got his biggest win of his career, and I was behind him, it was role reversal for us. So I was racing him for the win, and it was probably the most stressful and most gratifying day of my life.
Awesome, Tony. Now we're going to give you a chance to live up to his nickname. You've got to smoke Casey Kane. Keep him off your rear bumper. Can you be like the two-time champ? All right, here we go. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Track's gonna be mighty slick on those old tires. Watch out. Got it! Way to go! Nice run!
Tony Stewart at the Pepsi 400 in Daytona. You win the race with a wild four-wide pass going into turn one.
Yeah, we just got in a position where we found a really good hole in the draft there, and we had a very strong car and got a good push from behind and got to the outside and got to the lead.
Okay, once again, he's the two-time champ. Can you be like Tony Stewart? Here's your scenario. We're going to put you in the Home Depot Chevrolet and see if you can hold off the field to win the Pepsi 400. EA Sports, it's in the game. Bobby, last year at Martinsville, you were running a strong fourth, trying to win. You and Jimmie Johnson going at it with 6 laps to go. Tell us about that race.
It was a late caution. The leaders were a little faster than we were. We were Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Jimmie Johnson. I got underneath Jimmie on the last restart, and if I could have got him up, maybe I had a chance at Tony and Jeff, but I got underneath Jimmie, and I went in there and I went, maybe not. Shouldn't do this. But anyway, I had a great run and just couldn't quite get by him.
Well, that was a strong race. Now, are you up to the challenge? We're going to put you in Bobby Labonte's car. With 3 laps to go, you will line up 4th. Can you change history? Can you win the race? EA Sports, it's in the game. Kurt Busch in New Hampshire, you had a great car only to be taken out in the early stages.
That was rough. Our chase didn't start off on a good start. 3 laps in, we got tapped by Scott Riggs and got sideways and just ran out of racetrack. So we hope we can do it different next time around. So I hope all the players can drive my car and make it through that.
But New Hampshire is a track that you've had incredible success. You've won a lot there, so it must have been a bummer to be taken out early, knowing you're going to have a shot to win.
It was tough. We just won the week before at Richmond, brought that same car back, ready to rip, started the chase, and we know what we did last year in 2004. We started off New Hampshire with a win. So we just went looking for a nice top 5 finish and ended up with a bad day and started off in a big hole we had to dig out of.
Okay, we're going to give you a chance to change history. Kurt Busch is a champ. Can you be a champion like him? All right, we're going to give you a chance to change history. Get inside his race car, make it through the wreck unscathed, and run 2 more laps without losing any spots. Can you do it? Can you be like the champ? EA Sports, it's in the game. Kurt Busch at the Dodge Save Mart 350 at Infineon Raceway. You ran strong. At the end, you were trying to run down Tony Stewart to win the race. Tell us about the closing laps.
It was a great race, just the pace that he was setting, and we were able to keep up. And then a bunch of guys stayed out on fuel to stretch it towards the end. So we've got to go run everybody down. And he passed me in traffic, but I was just hanging with him, trying to get up to him. And at the end, man, I smoked the tires, smoked the brakes, wore the car just plumb out, and finished second to him.
Okay, let's change history again. Let's put you in the champion Kurt Busch's race car. We're going to give you one lap. It's 11 corners. Can you do it? Can you run down Tony Stewart and pass him and change history and put him back in victory lane? EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hang in there, buddy. Just one more spot to go.
Jeff Gordon, you win the Aaron's 499 in exciting fashion. Comes down to a green-white checkered. You're really good at it. Tell us how you held them off.
Well, thank you. You know, restrictor plate racing, the restarts are so crucial. You want to get up to speed, get good momentum, but you don't want to get too far out there because those guys can really gang up on you and get momentum and get by you. So, you know, it's all about watching your mirrors on the super speedways, including on the restarts. Obviously, not missing shifts is good, and having some good power doesn't hurt either. So, you know, I remember they dropped that green. I just watched my mirror and just made sure I kept a good amount of distance, not too much, not too little, between me and I think it was Elliott, Sadler, or Tony Stewart behind me, and I was able to hold him off. It was a great win for us.
Jeff Gordon is a four-time NASCAR Nextel Cup champ. Now, do you want to be like him? Can we give you 2 laps and get it done and hold the pack off? Can you do it? EA Sports, it's in the game. Jimmie Johnson, the master of Lowe's Motor Speedway, you win yet another Coke 600, but this time, not many laps to go. You're stuck in 4th place. Did you think you were going to win your 3rd race in a row?
No, it wasn't looking good, but I wasn't going to give up. I was trying as hard as I could, and it came down to the last lap, last corner, basically, when I got positioned on Bobby and got to the outside of him and got by him. So I wasn't going to give up, but it wasn't looking good at the time.
Hey, Jimmie, you know, as a race car driver, you always feel you're driving your hardest. But from my viewpoint, it looked like on that last lap, you drove it in just a little bit harder going into turn 3. And on your interview after the race, you said it's stuck. Is that true?
Yeah, I knew that Bobby was going to defend the bottom, and he left the outside lane available. And I drove it in until I got next to him where I knew his spotter would say something. And once I was there, I dealt with the car being out of control. At that point, had to pedal it some, and then came off of 4 and made it to the start-finish line. But I knew if I could get position on the outside of him and get his spotter to stay outside, that I had a shot at winning the race. So I drove it in until I was there, and luckily it stuck.
Awesome. Now, Jimmie Johnson is a NASCAR Next Till Cup winner. We're going to give you a chance to be like him. Can you do it? With just 3 laps to go, can you get in Jimmie Johnson's car and pass Bobby Labonte? EA Sports is in the game.
One more spot to go. Stay focused. Don't worry about the car. It looks okay. The 43 car is making a move up high. Clear, clear. Wow, nice job. That's the way to do it. That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.
Ryan Newman, you're leading at the Dodge Charger 500 at Darlington. You got wore-out tires, and you elect to stay out on the racetrack and try to win the race.
Yeah, we stayed out. Kenny Schrader stayed out, and nobody else behind him. So it was tough. We had to see what we could do on a restart. If a caution came out, we were guaranteed to win. Otherwise, we were just going to try to hang on, and we thought there'd be more people to stay out.
But it was a good chance to take because winning at Darlington means everything.
Yeah, we'd do it the exact same way if we had to do it all over again. It's just circumstances were as they were.
Okay, well, we're going to give you, the player, another chance to be like Ryan Newman. Same scenario. Can you hold on and win at Darlington with old tires? EA Sports, it's in the game. Tony Stewart, the last race of the year at Miami for the Ford 400. Your car wasn't as good as you wanted, but you held off Casey Mears to stay on the lead lap and win your second championship.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those weekends where everything was going perfect by any means, but we knew what our goal was, and that was just at that point of the race, if we stayed on the lead lap, we were going to be in good shape at the end. So let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, can you be like two-time champ Tony Stewart? We're going to see if you can do it and live up to his name, the Smoke, Tony Stewart. All right, we're going to put you in the same scenario. Can you hold off a hard-charging Casey Mears? EA Sports, it's in the game. Greg Biffle at California in the Sony HD 500. You were really strong, but you finished second to that aggravating Kyle Busch. Tell us about that second place run.
Well, we had a great run, and it's unfortunate that caution flag came out because we thought we were going to catch him. But with the coming off the caution, only 3 laps green, white checker to get him. It was so tough, you know. I mean, it was hard to stay with him. But if I could have just one more lap or maybe got a little better jump on the restart, maybe could have got him.
Well, Greg Biffle always gets the most out of his race cars. Now, we're going to give you a chance to get the most out of your race car. And, Greg, we're going to let them change history. We're going to let them try to win this race in your car. Can you do that? Can you change history and get Greg Biffle his win? EA Sports, it's in the game.
That was awesome. So much for that challenge. All right, that's what we're looking for.
Matt Kenseth at Bristol, you win the Sharpie 500 in dominating fashion, leading almost all night.
Yeah, we had a great car. We had incredible pit stops. We had a car that handled just perfect on the track, and everything went right for us that night.
Okay, so we're going to put you in Matt Kenseth's car. He's a champion. Can you be a champion and also win at Bristol like he did? We're going to put you in third place with 2 laps to go. Can you win the race also? EA Sports, it's in the game. Junior in the Pepsi 400, you ran strong. You had a minor mishap in the race. You had to fix the nose up, but you come back to finish third.
Yeah, we had a strong car. Ran out of laps. Didn't have enough time to get the win, but we did get a third-place finish.
Well, Dale Jr. got a third-place finish. Now, Here's the scenario. We're going to give you a chance to get in Junior's car and try to win the race. All right, here we go. Let's see if you can be like Dale Jr. and help him get another win at Daytona. EA Sports, it's in the game. Jimmie Johnson in the MBNA Race Points 400 at Dover, Delaware. You win the race, but you have your teammate, Kyle Busch, beating on you the last lap. What did it feel like in those closing laps?
Well, there were a lot of things going on through my mind. We just got started in the chase, running for the championship. Needed to win that race to get maximum points. But at the same time, I've got my hungry teammate behind me that wants to win a race, and I think at that time it may have been his first race. So, he's doing everything he can to get by me. I'm doing everything that I can to stay in front of him. And he gets right up on my bumper, gets me aero loose, and I had to drive that car sideways for a lap at least, trying to keep him behind me. So all in all, it worked out well. He, was in control of his car, didn't cross the line, but made me earn that, made me earn the win and worked really hard for it.
Jimmie Johnson has great car control because he grew up in off-road racing. Now, we're going to give you a chance to control the Lowe's Chevy like Jimmie Johnson. Can you do it? Can you hold off a 19-year-old kid named Kyle Busch? He's going to be tapping on you. You're going to feel it. Can you be like Jimmie Johnson? Can you win the race? EA Sports. It's in the game. Matt Kenseth at Dover in the MBNA Race Points 400. You were running strong, running fourth, and you had right front tire problems.
Yeah, we did. I felt the vibration there and hoped it would go away, and it didn't. So we ended up blowing a tire and kind of blew our chances at the race and at the chase.
Okay, so we're going to give you a chance to change history. Matt Kenseth is the champion. He's won a lot of races. We're going to put you in 10th place with 10 laps to go and give you a chance to win the race. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Let's
Ryan Newman, you win the Sylvania 300 at Loudon, New Hampshire with an incredible battle with Tony Stewart. Can you tell us about those closing laps?
Yeah, he had a fast car all day. We had an opportunity to get past, and then he gave us the opportunity to pass him back. He had a pretty bad left front tire rub that ground the tire down to the cords, but we were in position to battle back with him. We never gave up, and that's pretty much it.
And Ryan, you also won your very first Nextel Cup race at Loudon, is that right?
Well, my first race there in 2002 as a rookie, and you know, it was cool to get back in victory lane at the most important time of the season when the chase started.
Okay, so Ryan Newman is a two-time winner at this racetrack, and do you want to be like him? We're going to recreate history. Can you win like Ryan Newman? We're going to put you in his race car with 2 laps to go and seeing you if you can hold off Tony Stewart. EA Sports, it's in the game. Elliott, Sadler at the Nextel All-Star race, you were closing on a really fast Mark Martin. You were doing everything you could do. You only had 2 fresh tires on.
Yeah, it was a great race. In the race, somebody like Mark Martin, a hero of mine, when I first got in racing, we had 2 tires. He had 4 tires. It's the All-Star race. It's Lowe's Motor Speedway. It's everybody's backyard trying to catch him, but I just ran out of time.
You ran out of time, but you know what, Elliott? We're going to give the player a chance to change history. We're going to have you put 4 new tires on your car, and we're going to give them 2 laps to see if they can catch Mark Martin, change history, and put you in victory lane. What do you think of that?
I think let's go for it. You can do it. 4 fresh tires. Let's make it happen.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Okay, you can do this. 1 more pass and we're in the lead. All over your back bumper. Clear, clear. This one, buddy. That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.
Dale, last year at Talladega, the UAW Ford 500, you pulled off an incredible victory. You lined up 5th, green-white checkered. Tell me about those last laps.
Well, green, white checker, you never know what's going to happen. You're sitting there in 5th place. I made a little bit of a deal with Tony Stewart to push him as far to the front as I could, and then I was going to see what would happen. But you never know what's going to happen, who's going to go with whom. So as we came to get the white flag, I pushed Tony to the front, but he made a move to the inside of the racetrack that I couldn't get my car there in time to help anymore, so I was stuck to the outside. I got a little bit of a push from behind, went by a couple of cars on the outside, and then there was Tony, and as we went down the backstretch, I was still getting enough of a push that I was able to get just in front of Tony. The caution comes out, but I was just in front of Tony anyway, just getting ready to pull down in front, hoping that I had cleared him. I wasn't sure if I had or not, but I knew I was in front when the caution came out.
Now, because of Kyle Petty's wreck, the caution did come out. You have your Hans device on. You have the safety net. When did you know you were the winner?
Well, I knew when they hollered caution that I was in front, if that was correct timing. But I didn't much back out of the gas. I wanted to make sure I was the first guy back to the line in case they had any questions. So I stayed in the gas pretty hard. They told me I was the winner, and I knew that I had cleared Tony at that point in time. So pretty exciting day for us.
That race was one for the ages. Now, we're going to put you in Dale Jarrett's UPS Ford. Can you do what Dale Jarrett can? We're going to line you up 5th, green, white, checkered. Can you do it? Can you do what the champ did? EA Sports. It's in the game.